Well, good morning. I have no idea if I am live or not. I am going by Zoom for the first time ever to deal with some technical issues, so we are going to try it out. And if not, we'll send it out later. So, good morning. Welcome to Self Care Sunday, where we explore what it means to fill your own cup. Say hi in the chat if there is a chat, so that I know that you're here. So I have to share a personal story today. I'm excited because I'm heading to Toronto this afternoon to see my best friend and to go to a Pink concert tomorrow. So, do you remember those small self-care moments that we talked about previously? Like taking those small slivers of joy and grabbing onto them and growing them so that we can start to rewire our brain, combat our negativity bias, and be able to take in more joy and more happiness. So, in a moment where you have something to look forward to, like I do today, this is the perfect time to get going on these exercises. So every time I think about hanging out with my friend, every time I think about going to a concert, I get a little tingle of excitement. And I have been grabbing it and milking it for all it's worth until I am in a blissful mood. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know and I will send you the link to that training. Okay, but we're not talking about that today. Today, we're going to talk about the opposite. We're going to talk about something that pretty much empties my cup. We're going to do an activity. So grab your notebook. You're going to need it in a minute. So it is summer. Woohoo! It is hot. Anybody here want to go bathing suit shopping with me? Anyone? No? Not really? So, interesting fact is that people, mostly women, report bathing suit shopping as one of the most dreaded shopping experiences. And it's more than just like the difficulty of getting a bathing suit on and off, it is the complete uncertainty of whether you can be seen in public like this. And I think out of all my old programming, out of all the messages I have received and the synthesis that my brain has done, putting it all together, I think that my mind is most confused about my appearance, most confused about what I need to do to be the most safe. Because there is so much conflicting information that my mind can't even make a program about it. So I titled this chat today, How Much Skin Are You Showing? And so I'm curious, did you have any reaction to that question? Because I did. I can tell you I have a very strong reaction to that title. And I know that my mind is confused because I have multiple contradictory reactions. Like at the very same time, I have shame for showing too much skin. How much skin am I showing? Is it too much? Oh my God. And at the same time, I have shame for not showing enough skin. Like, what the heck is up with that? So, like, if I think about it, like, if I don't show enough skin, if I choose to cover myself up, what messages do you think I'm going to get? What labels are going to come pouring out at me? What comes to mind with you? For me, it's prude, unavailable, obviously ashamed of my body. And if I choose to flaunt what I've got, all of the opposites, too available, stuck up, conceited, over sexualized. So my mind goes, okay, I'll go with something in the middle. But then a whole host of other things crop up. Am I too fat for this? Does it show my back rolls? How much cleavage should I show as a mom in my 40s? It is a constant battle. Just talking about boobs. Okay, let's talk about cleavage for a second. Constant battle between wanting my boobs to look perky, but not too perky, because then it's over sexualized. Beautiful, but not too beautiful. And don't even get me started on the cutouts on the one-piece bathing suits, because my mind has no idea how to integrate that into all the other stuff going on in there. I do not know how that fits in the spectrum. My mind is confused. My programs are muddled. I am in the store trying on 1,000 bathing suits with all the red marks from turking them on and off and a pain in the butt, and I can't make a decision because I don't want to wear any of them. None of them are safe. I just want to enjoy my summer without being judged by my body. So when I was a kid, I remember begging my mother to come in the pool with us, and she refused. Eventually, she told me that she was too fat to fit into her bathing suit, and she was just not going to swim anymore because she didn't want to buy another one. And that made no sense to me as a child, because I remember thinking, but you're missing out on all the fun. And I remember thinking that I made a promise to myself as a child to never let my body image get in the way of my enjoyment of life. But now, as a grown up, I can see where my mom was coming from, and I can see all of that conflicting programming that she was battling in her mind. Do you realize that most often the first thing people say to us is around our appearance? Like the first comment we get, oh, look how cute you look in that dress. Oh, I love your hair. Did you do something new? Nice shirt. Or even like, oh, honey, you look tired. And those are the direct comments that feed into our programming. We also get backhanded comments, like comments that we get secondhand or from other people, like whispering in your ear, oh, she's gained weight, or can you believe she's wearing that? Or, honey, what is up with her hair? Our brain takes all of that in, and our programs start solidifying in middle school when fitting in is critical. And they just keep solidifying over time as we take in more and more information. And so today, I am done letting my old programming dictate what I wear. So just today, I was trying to figure out if I could wear shorts that went above the knee because, leg cellulite and stuff. So no more, none of this, no more. Let's uncover our old programming and decide what to do with it. So got that piece of paper? Okay, grab that piece of paper. All right, on your piece of paper, draw or decide or describe your dream bathing suit. I'll give you a minute, draw it out, put all the features that would make it perfect, and then share some of your features in the chat. Okay, you can pause me if you need more time, but I am going to tell you that some of the features that I would put into my ideal bathing suit are tummy tucking, boob lifting, back roll smoothing, something that can make my butt round instead of the square shape that it's taken on in my 40s. Maybe some leg smoothing hose that's invisible but keeps everything looking sleek. And I probably want two bathing suits, sort of one for doing mom things, and then a sexy one for some fantasy life lounging by the ocean that doesn't actually exist. Okay, so now you've got your dream bathing suit. Think about, would having this perfect bathing suit allow you to do anything differently? Maybe yes, maybe no. How are you feeling when you think about this dream bathing suit? Let's reflect on that for a sec. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel the way you think that it will make you feel? Okay, now look at each of the features and think about why you want it. Ask yourself why multiple times. So most of my features that I've picked are around slimming because I don't want people to think I'm gross. So that's my first why. Why again? Why do I not want to think people to think I'm gross? Well, because I want to be desirable and I want to be beautiful. And I've got programs that tell me what desirable and beautiful look like and what mold it fits into. And I have to look a certain way in order to be those things. Okay, next layer of why. Why do I want to be desirable and beautiful? Beautiful. Well, that's when we get to the heart of it. Because somewhere I believe that if I am desirable and beautiful, then I will be lovable. And my husband will be proud to be with me and will stay with me and will love me forever. So, do you see how these programs run deep? On the surface is dreading bathing suit shopping. And somewhere deep inside is a worry that we are not lovable and that we will only be lovable if we can fit in certain impossible criteria. There are so many layers. And I want 2 bathing suits. That's another layer because I have a program that tells me that moms should not be sexy. Moms should be conservative and cover up. So in order to be a good mom, I need to be one way. And in order to be a good wife, I need to be another way. And this conflicting programming is what keeps us stuck. Like it's hard enough to have one program to deal with, but to have all sorts of different ones that tell you different things is confusing to your entire being. Okay, so now that we have uncovered the programming, let's decide as empowered grown-ups what we want to keep and what we want to rewrite. And this starts with getting super clear on what's important. So let's go back to our summer theme. If you had just this summer to live, I know there's no good scenario for this, just like imagine that you would be disappearing from the earth in September and we have just this one summer. What matters most to you? So get your paper again and write 3 things that matters most on your paper. I'll give you a few seconds. 3 things that matters most for this last summer on earth. Okay, pause me if you need more time. My 3 things that matter most are number 1, top thing, making memories with my kids. Number 2, loving fiercely all the people that I care about. And number 3, enjoying every minute, milking all the joy I can get. So those are the 3 things that matter most to me if I'm living my last summer. Okay. Next activity, write 3 things you would let go of if this is your last summer. Again, give me a pause if you need more time. The 3 things I would let go of are what others think of me and my choices. Don't care. I don't care anymore if it's my last summer. I don't care. I would let go about anything about my looks, anything about it. Don't care. And then anything outside of my 3 things that I just wrote matter most. I would let go of all of those things and just make memories, love fiercely, and enjoy every minute. So if you are putting those as your priorities and you are letting go of those 3 things, think about how would you spend your days and where would you put your energy? Because it all comes down to energy in the end. Are you going to spend your days and energy worrying about what others think? Or are you going to spend your energy squeezing max enjoyment out of life? And that is how we start to create new programs in alignment with our true selves. And so it's easy to say that, and it's hard to put in practice. So when I doubt myself, I ask myself, what would my magical, glittery, all knowing unicorn self do? Okay, you can make up a name for whatever version of yourself you want. This is the version of yourself that squeezes max joy out of life. When I see my fat rolls and I hesitate about swimming at all, I remind myself of my priorities and I ground myself in these goals by asking myself, what would my magical, glittery, all knowing unicorn self do? And then I let go of everything else. Because the glittery unicorn version of me doesn't give a about what my bathing suit looks like. Okay. And so doing that over and over again, making that your practice, that is how we rewrite our program and start living the life that actually matters to us. So I challenge you, my beautiful friend, to live your summer embodying the 3 things that matter most and let go of everything else. So if you'd like to continue uncovering your old programming that's getting in the way of you enjoying life to the max, put me in the comments or send me a DM, and I will send you my free guide so you can get started today. So happy summer, my friends, and we will see you next week.